21st June is celebrated as International Day of Yoga, which was declared by UN General Assembly in the year 2015. This day is significant as it is the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. The theme of this year's International Day of Yoga is climate action, with the focus not just on yoga and meditation, but also on sustainability. Today, we have gathered here to perform common yoga protocol. So there are millions around the world who are joining the celebrations along with us. The set of yoga practices in the common yoga protocol is released by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and designed to encourage the daily practice of yoga for the people of all age. We, the Yogastha Wellness Club of IIT Bombay, since inception, have conducted various wellness activities for the community of IIT Bombay. This year, we had activities marking 100 days, 50 days in the run-up to International Day of Yoga. We have also conducted several workshops, talks, research symposium, meditation and practice sessions for common yoga protocol and yogathon. Let us now welcome today's chief guests, Anu Aggarwal ji and Mr. Tushar Pradhan, and our esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Director Professor Subhashish Chaudhary, Dean Student Affairs, Professor Tapanendu Kundu, and Chairman Gymkhana, Professor Atul Srivastava sir. I now request our Director, Professor Chaudhary, to welcome Anu Aggarwal ji. I request Dean Student Affairs, Professor Kundu, to please welcome Mr. Tushar Pradhan. Thank you, sir. I request Professor Atul Srivastava sir to welcome Director and also Dean Student Affairs. I request Professor Neeraj, Faculty Mentor of Yogastha Club, to welcome Professor Atul Srivastava sir. Thank you, sir. I now request dignitaries to join the practice of common yoga protocol.
Yoga is essentially a spiritual discipline based on extremely subtle science. It is an art and science for healthy living. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yug, meaning to join or unite. According to yogic scriptures, the practice of yoga leads to the union of the individual consciousness with that of the universal consciousness, indicating a perfect balance between mind and body, man and nature. The science of yoga has its origins thousands of years ago, before the first religions or belief systems were born. In yogic lore, Shiva, the first yogi or Adi Yogi, transmitted his profound knowledge to his 7 disciples, the famous Saptarishis or the 7 sages. Yoga was practiced through the pre-Vedic period. But it was Maharishi Patanjali, known as the father of modern yoga, who systematized and codified the then practices through his Yoga Sutras. Later, many yoga masters contributed to the preservation and development of yoga and the spreading of this wonderful practice. There are different schools of yoga. These include Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Patanjala Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga, Jaina Yoga, Bodha Yoga, etc. Each school has its own approach and practices that lead to the ultimate aims and objectives of yoga. Some of the widely practiced yoga sadhanas are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, Bandha and Mudra, Shatkarmas, Yuktahara, Mantra Japa, Yukta Karma. A yoga practitioner should follow the guiding principles while performing yogic practices. Before practice, yogic practice should be performed in a calm and quiet atmosphere with a relaxed body and mind. It should be done on an empty stomach or light stomach. Consume a small amount of honey in lukewarm water if you feel weak. Light and comfortable cotton clothes are preferred to facilitate easy movement of the body. In case of chronic diseases or pain or cardiac problems, a physician or a yoga therapist should be consulted prior to performing yogic practices. During practice, practice sessions should start with a prayer or invocation, as it creates a conducive environment to relax the mind. Yogic practices shall be performed slowly, in a relaxed manner, with awareness of the body and breath. Do not hold the breath unless it is specially mentioned to do so. Do not hold the body tightly or jerk the body. Perform the practices according to your own capacity. End the session with deep silence or Shanti Path. Food or a bath may be taken only 20 to 30 minutes after practice. Welcome to the world of yoga. Welcome to the world of wisdom that is as relevant and beneficial today as it was thousands of years ago.
Sangachadvam samvadadvam Sangachadvam samvadadvam Samvo manansi janatam Samvo manansi janatam Deva bhagam yatha purve Deva bhagam yatha purve Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate
Welcome to the world of yoga. Let us start yoga sadhana with chalana kriyas or loosening practices to increase microcirculation. Neck exercises, forward and backward neck bending. Stand in an alert posture. Keep feet comfortably apart and your arms on the waist. Exhale and bend head forward slowly and try to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale, move the head as far back as is comfortable and come back with inhalation. Right and left neck bending. Exhale, bend the head slowly to the right. Bring the ear as close as possible to the shoulder. Inhale, bring the head to normal position. Exhale, bend the head to the left side. Inhale, bring the head up to normal position. Right and left twisting. Exhale, gently turn the head to the right side so that the chin is in line with the shoulder. Inhale, bring the head to the normal position. Exhale, turn the head to the left side. Inhale and bring the head to the normal position. Neck rotation. Bend the head forward, trying to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale. Slowly rotate the head clockwise. While coming down, exhale. Rotate the head in anti-clockwise direction. Feel the stretch around the neck and loosening up of the joints and muscles of the neck and release of tension in the neck. People with neck pain and spondylitis should do the practice gently. Shoulder movements. Feet together, make the body straight, the arms by the sides. Inhale. Raise both the arms sideways above your head with the palms outwards. Exhale and bring them down in the same manner. The arms must not touch the head when going up or the thighs when coming down. The palms must be open with the fingers together. Shoulder rotation. Stand erect. Raise both the arms. Place the fingers of the left hand on the left shoulder and the fingers of the right hand on the right shoulder. Full rotation of both the elbows in a circular manner. Try to touch the elbows in front of the chest on the forward movement and touch the ears while moving up. Stretch the arm back in the backward movement and touch the sides of the trunk while coming down. Do the same anti-clockwise. And repeat 5 times. Practice of this kriya makes the bones, muscles and nerves of the shoulder region healthy. These practices are helpful in cervical spondylitis and frozen shoulder. Trunk twisting. Keep the legs about 2 feet apart. Raise both the arms up to chest level with the palms facing each other. Exhale. Twist the body towards the right side so that the left palm touches the right shoulder. Come back with inhalation. Now exhale, twist the body towards the left side so that the right palm touches the left shoulder. Come back with inhalation. Repeat. Do slowly with breathing. Avoid this practice in case of vertebral and disc disorders and during menstruation. Relax in standing posture. Knee movements. Inhale. Lift your arms up at the shoulder level. Exhale. Bend the knees and bring down your body to the squatting position. Inhale and straighten the body. Repeat 2 more times. This practice strengthens the knees and hip joints. Avoid this in case suffering from acute arthritis. Exhale while bringing down the hands. Now, let us move to Yogasana. Tadasana. Tad means palm tree. Keep your feet 2 inches apart. Interlock the fingers and turn the wrist outwards. Inhale. Raise the arms up and bring them in line with the shoulders. Raise the heels off the floor and balance on the toes. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds. This asana brings stability in the body, helps to clear up congestion of the spinal nerves, corrects faulty posture. Exhale, bring the heels down. Release the interlock of the fingers and bring the arms down parallel to the trunk and come back to a standing posture. Vrikshasana. Vriksh means tree. Stand with the feet 2 inches apart. Focus on a point in front. Exhale, bend the right leg and place the foot on the inside of the left thigh. The heel should be touching the perineum. Inhale and extend the arms up and join the palms. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds and breathe normally. This improves neuromuscular coordination, endurance, and alertness. Avoid this practice in case of arthritis and obesity. Exhale and bring the arms and right foot down. And repeat the asana. Bend the left leg and place the foot on the right thigh. The heel should touch the perineum. Inhale. Extend the arms up and join the palms. Relax. Bandhasana. Pada means foot. Hasta means hand. Inhale slowly and raise the arms up. Stretch up the body from the waist. Exhale and bend forward until the entire palm rests on the ground. Maintain this final posture for 10 to 30 seconds. Those who have a stiff back should bend according to their capacity. Now, inhale. Come up slowly to the vertical position and stretch the arms above the head. Exhale and slowly return to the starting position in reverse order. Relax. Ardha Chakrasana. Support the back at the waist. Exhale. Drop the head backwards, stretch the neck muscles, and bend backwards from the lumbar region. Relax with normal breathing. Stay there for 10 to 30 seconds. Ardha Chakra makes the spine flexible and strengthens the spinal nerves and improves breathing capacity. Inhale and slowly come up and relax. Hypertensive patients shall bend with care. Trikonasana. Trikon means triangle. Stand with your feet comfortably apart. Slowly raise both the arms sideways till they are horizontal. Exhale. Slowly bend to the right side and place the right hand just behind the right foot. The left arm is straight up, in line with the right arm. Remain in this posture for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. This prevents flat foot, strengthens the calf, thigh and waist muscles, makes the spine flexible. As you inhale, slowly come up. Repeat for the left side. Avoid this posture in case of slipped disc, sciatica, and after undergoing abdominal surgery. Do not go beyond your limits. Bhadrasana. Let us now get ready for sitting postures. Bhadrasana. Bhadra means firm. Sit erect with the legs stretched out straight in front. Keep the hands beside the hips. This is Dandasana. Now put the soles of your feet together. Exhale and clasp your hands together over your toes. Pull your heels as close as possible up to the perineum region. This is the final position. Stay here for some time. Bhadrasana keeps the body firm and stabilizes the mind. Now stretch your leg and come to Vishramasana. Avoid this practice in case of severe arthritis and sciatica. Vajrasana. Sit in Dandasana. Fold your legs and sit on your heels. Keep the thighs close and big toes touching. Place the hands on the knees. The head and back should be straight. This is Vajrasana. Ardha Ushtrasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Get up on your knees. Place the hands on the waist with the fingers pointing downwards. Keep the elbows and shoulders parallel. Bend the head back and stretch the neck muscles. And bend the trunk backwards as much as possible. As you exhale, relax. Remain in this posture for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. It helps to strengthen the back and neck muscles, relieves constipation and back pain. Return with inhalation. Sit in Vajrasana. Relax. Now we perform the full version of Ushtrasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Kneel down on the floor. Keep your thighs and feet together. Get up on your knees. Bring the knees and the feet a few inches apart. While inhaling, bend backwards. Place the right palm on the right heel and the left palm on the left heel. Be careful not to jerk the neck while bending backwards. Ushtrasana is extremely useful for defective eyesight. This is useful in relieving back pain and neck pain. It helps to reduce fat over the abdomen and hips. Those suffering from high blood pressure, heart disease and hernia should not practice this. Return with inhalation. Sit in Vajrasana. Relax. Shashankasana. Shashank means hare. Spread both the knees wide apart. Keep the toes touching. Keep the palms between the knees. Exhale and slowly stretch them full length. Bend forward and place the chin on the ground. Keep the arms parallel. Look in front and maintain the posture. This helps to reduce stress and anger. Inhale and come up. Exhale and come back to Vajrasana. Stretch your legs back to Vishramasana. Patients with osteoarthritis should do this with caution. Uttan Mandukasana. The final position of Uttan Mandukasana resembles an upright frog, hence the name. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread both the knees wide apart while the toes remain together. Inhale. Raise both the arms. Then cross both arms behind the head and place the hands on the upper part of the opposite shoulders. Keep the back and neck straight. Maintain this position for a while. This asana is helpful in backache and cervical pain. It helps in improving diaphragmatic movement and helps to improve lung capacity. Persons with severe knee joint pain should not perform it. While coming back, slowly raise both the arms with inhalation. Bring back and bring the knees together as in the initial position. Vakrasana. Vakra means twisted. Bend the right leg and place the right foot beside the left knee. Bring the left arm around the right knee and place the palm beside the right foot. Exhale. Twist the body and neck to the right. Comfortably remain in this posture. Turn your head back. Take out your hands with exhalation. Stretch your legs. Now come back and relax in Vishramasana. This asana increases flexibility of the spine. It helps to overcome constipation, dyspepsia, and in the management of diabetes. Repeat the same on the other side. Turn your head back. Take out your hands with exhalation. Stretch your legs. Now come back and relax in Vishramasana. Macarasana. Makara means crocodile. Lie down on your stomach with the feet wide apart, feet pointing outward. Rest your head on your hands. Relax. This is Macarasana. This asana is practiced for relaxation in all prone postures. It promotes relaxation of the lower back. Bhujangasana. Now let us be ready for prone postures. Bhujangasana. Bhujang means snake or cobra. Lie down on your stomach, rest your head on your hands and relax the body. Now join your legs and stretch your arms. Keep the forehead on the ground. Keep your palms beside the chest and raise the elbows. Inhale, lift the chin and chest up to the navel region. This is Bhujangasana. This asana is best for stress management. It also helps to manage backache and bronchial problems. Exhale. Rest your forehead on the ground and stretch your arms. Spread your legs. Place your palms and rest your head on the palms and relax. Shalabhasana. Shalabha means a locust. Lie down on your stomach. Now join your legs. Rest the chin on the floor. Keep both hands beside the body, palms facing upwards. Inhale. Raise the legs off the floor as much as you can without bending the knees. Extend the arms and legs well to ease the lift of the body off the floor. Stay in this position comfortably. This asana helps in sciatica and lower backache. It tones the hip muscles. Now exhale. Bring the legs down towards the floor. Take out your arms and rest on the floor. Cardiac patients should avoid this posture. Bandhasana. Now we move to supine postures. Bandhasana. Setubandh means formation of a bridge. Join your legs. Keep the arms beside the body. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring the heels near the buttocks. Hold both the ankles firmly. Inhale. Slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can to form a bridge. Remain comfortably. This is the final position. This asana relieves depression and anxiety. It strengthens the lower back muscles. Now exhale. Slowly return to the original position and relax. Lie down on your back. Please note, women in advanced stages of pregnancy should not practice this asana. Uttan Padasana, raised feet posture. In this asana, the legs are raised upward in a supine position, hence the name. Lie comfortably on the ground with the legs stretched out. The hands should be placed by the sides. While inhaling, slowly raise both the legs without bending them at the knees and bring them to a 30-degree angle. Maintain this position with normal breathing. Exhale and slowly bring both the legs down and place them on the ground. It balances the navel center, Nabhi Manipura Chakra. Ardh Halasana, half plow posture. This posture is known as Ardh Halasana because in its final position, the body resembles half the shape of an Indian plow. Take a supine position. Keep the hands by the sides of the thighs, palms resting on the ground. Slowly raise your legs together without bending at the knees. First raise the legs up to 30 degrees, then further up to a 60-degree angle. Now slowly raise the legs to a 90-degree angle. This is the final position of the Ardh Halasana. The body from the hip to the shoulder should be kept straight. Then slowly bring the legs back to the ground without lifting the head. This is very beneficial for hypertensive patients, but needs to be practiced with care. Those who have lumbosacral or lower back pain should not perform this with both legs together. Pavan Muktasana. Bend both the knees and bring the thighs to the chest. Interlock the fingers and clasp the shin below the knee. Raise the head and shoulders. Try to touch the knees with the chin. This is Pavan Muktasana. This removes constipation, gives relief from flatulence, and tones up the back muscles and spinal nerves. Bring your head back. Exhale. Stretch your legs and relax. Avoid this practice in case of abdominal injuries, hernia, sciatica, and during pregnancy. Savasana. Shav means the dead body. This asana is meant for complete relaxation. Lie down on your back with the arms and legs comfortably apart. Palms facing upward, eyes closed. Relax the whole body consciously. Become aware of natural breath and allow it to become rhythmic and slow. Remain in this position till you feel refreshed and relaxed. This asana helps relieve all kinds of tensions and gives rest to both the body and the mind. It is very beneficial in the management of stress and its consequences. Kapalabhati. And stimulates respiratory centers in the frontal brain. Sit in any meditative posture. Close the eyes and relax the whole body. Inhale deeply. Expand the chest. Expel the breath with forceful contractions of the abdominal muscles. Continue active exhalation and passive inhalation. Then, take a deep breath, exhale slowly and relax. This is one round of Kapalabhati. Each round should be followed by deep breathing. Now, do 2 more rounds. Kapalabhati purifies the frontal air sinuses, helps to overcome cough disorders. It is useful in treating colds, rhinitis, sinusitis, asthma, and bronchial infections. Please avoid this practice in case of cardiac conditions, high blood pressure, vertigo, migraine, stroke, hernia, and gastric ulcers. Pranayama. Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayama is alternate breathing through the left and right nostrils. Sit in a meditative posture. Keep the spine straight and the head erect with eyes closed. Relax the body with a few deep breaths. Keep the left palm on the left knee in Jnana Mudra. The right hand should be in the Nasikagra Mudra. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. Breathe in from the left nostril. Close the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Next, inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. This is one round of Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Repeat for another 5 rounds. For beginners, the duration of inhalation and exhalation should be equal. Gradually make it 1:2. Inhalation, exhalation. The breath should be slow, steady and controlled. The main purpose of this pranayama is to purify the principal channels of energy. This nourishes the whole body. It induces tranquility, helps to improve concentration. It increases vitality and lowers the level of stress and anxiety. It also elevates cough disorders. Shitali Pranayam. Sheet means cool. It also means calm and passionless. As the name indicates, this pranayam cools the mind-body system. Sit in the Padmasana or any other comfortable sitting posture. Place the hands on the knees in the Jnana Mudra or Anjali Mudra. Roll the tongue in from the sides to shape it as a tube. Inhale through this tube-shaped tongue. Fill the lungs with air to their maximum capacity and close the mouth. And then slowly exhale through the nostrils. Shitali Pranayam purifies the blood. It has a cooling effect on the body. It is beneficial for persons suffering from high blood pressure. It satisfies thirst and appeases hunger. It relieves indigestion and disorders caused by phlegm, cough, and bile. It is beneficial for the skin and the eyes. Those who are suffering from cold, cough, or tonsillitis should not do this pranayama. Bhramari Pranayama. Bhramara means a black bee. During the exhalation of this pranayama, the sound produced resembles the buzzing of a black bee. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Exhale slowly, in a controlled manner, making a deep, steady, humming sound as that of a black bee. This is one round of Bhramari. Repeat 2 more times. This is a great tranquilizer. It's found good in the management of stress-related disorders. Now do the Bhramari with Shanmukhi Mudra. Close your ears with your thumbs. Place the forefingers on your eyes, middle fingers on the nostrils, ring finger and small fingers on the lips. Open your nose and inhale through both nostrils. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner, making the deep humming sound of a black bee. It is a useful preparatory pranayam for concentration and meditation. Dhyan. Now, let us prepare for Dhyan. Dhyan or meditation is an act of continuous contemplation. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Hold Jnana Mudra. Keep your palms facing upwards upon the thighs. Arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Close your eyes and sit with a slightly upturned face. You need not concentrate. Just maintain a mild focus between the eyebrows and be conscious of your breath. Dhyan keeps the mind calm and quiet. It increases concentration, memory, clarity of thought, and willpower. It rejuvenates the whole body and mind, giving them proper rest. It helps to develop positive emotions. Meditation leads to self-realization. Continue to be in this state of Dhyan. Let us now take Sankalp.
I commit to make myself into a healthy, peaceful, joyful and loving human being. Through every action of mine, I will strive to create a peaceful and loving atmosphere around me. I strive to break the limitations of who I am right now and include the entire world as my own. I recognize the kinship of my own life with every other life. I recognize the unity of all there is.
End the yoga practice session with Shanti Path or universal prayer.
सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
I hope this yoga session what we had was rejuvenating for your mind, body and soul. So today's chief guest, Anu Aggarwal ji, whom most of us know as the lead actress of the blockbuster movie Ashiki, renounced the world when she was still a cover girl and headed to the Himalayas to lead a life of monk and to study Vedic yoga, mind management and positive psychology. Is now a karma yogi. She is the founder director of Anu Aggarwal Foundation, through which she strives to bring happiness and peace to the distraught in the society. We are very pleased to have you today with us. I now request you to share your experience on yoga with us.
Hari Om. This is so marvelous to see that I had no idea I would have worn my yoga costume and come. I thought like I was just to give a talk. Good morning. Is everyone good? Yes. How is everyone? Happy? Raise your hand if you're happy. How many are happy? Everybody is happy. Little hard to believe. After yoga, everyone is happy, right? So you know, this morning when the driver came to fetch me from my house in Bandra, and as we were reaching IIT, he said, time pe pahunch gaye, very happily, time pe pahunch gaye. So I said, हाँ, आपने तेज चलाया. So he said, नहीं, मैंने तेज नहीं चलाया, मैंने ठीक चलाया, कहीं पे मैंने देखा कि कहीं देरी ना हो. So I told him, I said, तुमने बिल्कुल योगा वाली बात करी है, क्योंकि योग में यही कहते हैं कि consciousness, you work with consciousness. And when you work with consciousness, then you speed up anyway. You don't need to be fast in life. You just need to be aware of the present moment and be conscious of what you're performing and doing. So I told him, I said, तुमने तो बिल्कुल योगा वाली बात करी है. So he started laughing. I think that in each and every part, if you, through a day that you lead, we think that we have done yoga for 1 hour and that's it. But I realized that yoga is actually a lifestyle. Because each and every moment that you're spending in the day, whether you're studying, whether you're hanging out with friends, whether you are walking, whether you're eating, whether you are doing some sports activity, swimming, whatever, going to bed, in each and every moment of the day, consciousness is needed. What is consciousness? Just being aware of what you are doing without a judgment. So let's say I do something and I commit a mistake. So in that moment, I look at that mistake and say, hey, okay, it's a mistake. I acknowledge that it's a mistake. But I forgive myself at this moment and understand that there is nothing that can happen without the divine or the super consciousness content in my life. So this is what I realized, that I am actually so small. I'm so small. I can't even see how small that small is. And I'm a part of this huge universe. I'm not just a part of this room and this society and this community and this college and this city or this country. I'm actually a part of this entireness, the subtlety of the entireness of this entire creation, the universal. And that once you start to feel one with the universal truth, that is yoga. Yoga is not just like learning. Yoga, okay, great. They say that what you were doing right now, do you know what kind of yoga? You know there are many different kinds of yoga, right? Do you? Does anybody know that? Sorry, this is Hatha Yoga. So Hatha Yoga, so there are many different kinds of yoga. There's Hatha Yoga, there's Raj Yoga, there's Gyan Yoga, there's Kriya Yoga, there's Bhakti Yoga, so on, so on, so on, it goes on. There's Nad Yoga, which is one of my favorite yogas. This Hatha Yoga is basically yoga which contains the physicality of a human being. The idea is, what is yoga, first of all? Then I'll come to Hatha Yoga. Does anybody know what really yoga is? What is the definition of yoga? Nobody? Okay. So, the definition of yoga, what is yoga? Yoga is actually the Sanskrit word yuj. And the meaning of the word is belonging, togetherness, union, coming together. And what is yoga? What does it mean that it's coming together? We are coming together. The individual consciousness is coming together with the universal consciousness, and that is what yoga is. That is the ultimate goal of yoga. Now, to achieve any goal, you know that there are steps. If I have to climb up and reach the top of that, then I have to, one by one, take a step, climb the ladder, one by one, and then I reach the top, right? So let's say my goal is to reach the top. Like the goal of yoga is the ultimate union between the individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness. The idea of yoga is that actually we are formed, we are little instruments of that super consciousness. That is where we come from. That is our start point. Where did we come from? Are we just, I want you to ask this question to yourself. Are we just like, we came out of the womb of my mother and, the union of the father, and that is also a union. The father and the mother had a sexual union, right? Which formed a being which is me today. Correct? So, we understand for any creation, union is required. Even when you see that you're going to create, and the union is actually balance. Because in the union, what happens is that two opposite sides are meeting. So in yoga, we talk, when we say personal consciousness or individual consciousness with universal consciousness, we are talking of like the micro with the macro togetherness. But then on the same hand, you see in a relationship, is the togetherness of a man and a woman, which eventually creates a child, beautifully creates a child. And so it's all about creation, and creation is a union. It's like if you sit down and you are going to, I have to paint a picture, right? So I get the tools, I say, okay, I'm going to do watercolors. So I get watercolors, I get brushes, I get a paper, I find a place where I'm, right? It's a preparation, right? I find a place, I find a room where I'm going to sit and do it, or stand and do it. I get an easel, whatever. That preparation, finally, once I have all the instruments ready, then I pick up the brush, I make the color, say, okay, how much water is going to, then I have to be conscious at each moment. How much water am I going to put in this color to get the right effect? So if I want a red, right? So is it the pure red that I want? Then I don't put color. If I have to get an orange, then maybe it is a mix of, so all through my entire process of painting, to finally get the picture, there is a whole series of events and preparation and consciousness that has to happen. There has to be a union of me with the paint, with the color, with the paper, for that entire, finally, for that painting, that picture to come out. If you see, in each and every part of your life, it's about you uniting with something. It's like you study, you have exams, right? You find that you are sitting down, you've got exams, you're studying economics or you're studying engineering or whatever, but you have exams. You have to merge yourself with the content of what you're studying to finally be able to spell it out in the exam that comes, right? So it's all about, everything is about a union. Everything is about getting together. And if we all believe that, if we all believed that everything is really union and everything is about togetherness, where would there be a chance for intolerance? Where would there be a chance for hatred? Where would there be a chance for jealousy, for negativity? Where would there be a chance? And that's what, at the end of the day, yoga is bringing forward. When I started yoga, I started with asanas. I went to Bihar School of Yoga. and that was in 97. Baba Ramdev had not come yet. I think he came in 2000 or something. Yoga was not really a known subject. Nobody really, they thought I was mad. What, you're leaving films, leaving your superstardom and you're going to yoga, you're mad. I said, yes, I'm mad. But I want to know, why did I go to yoga? Because I saw that with all the glory and the glitz of glamour and success, we all work for success, right? We all want to be successful in our lives, right? Right or not? So imagine a position where you get successful. And then when you have got successful, you realize that you're the unhappiest ever. And that's what happened with me. When I was on the top of glamour, cover girl, this, Anu, wherever, inside me, and I was there smiling, signing autographs, it was difficult for me to even step out of the house because there were people 24/7 waiting outside my house just for me to step out. So I had like curtains all over the house. I used to feel like I was a lion in a cage. I wrote a poem about it, that I'm a lion in a cage. And this is what stardom has done to me. I'm a free bird. I'm happy as a free bird. That's who I am. That's who any of us is. We are all parts of nature. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. That's what our basic being is. And if we are secluded from that, and if we are made to, it's like a parrot in a cage. It's like you put something in a cage. That's what I started feeling like. And no amount of money, no amount of fame, no amount of, appreciation could make me feel good. And I said, what the hell is wrong? You are just going completely against the grain, because this is what the world wants. This is what all the youth, everybody wants. And I was 24, 25 at that time. I became a star at 22. So I was like, everybody wants to be famous and everybody wants to be big, everybody wants to get success, everybody. So what is your problem? What is the problem? Right? I couldn't understand it. And nobody around me could understand. If I said to anyone that, hey, I think that I should take a break from movies, and my mother got upset with me. She said, listen, there are so many poor people. You are a master's in social work. You have studied that. You have worked with the United Nations before you became a film star and a supermodel. She says, this is in your grain. Why don't you just make money and start doing something for the poor? Get back into social work. There's so much, money doesn't come easy. There's so much money coming to you. Don't discard it. And I said, oh God, like even she doesn't understand. It's not about me, money. I can't do anything. I can't work for the people because I'm unhappy. Compassion. Compassion is a big thing that people talk of. But first of all, we have to start with self-compassion. We have to be happy within ourselves. And yoga is something that brings us that and more. I also found that after my, of course, my head was always in social work, but that is what my training is. And when I had an accident where I actually lost the body and the mind, actually, the thinking mind. I had cognitive loss. I had loss of every little function of the body, almost, nearly dead. And that's when I realized that I went to the inside level and I realized that actually that is, at cell level, we are hardwired for compassion. We achieve the maximum pleasure out of doing good to other people. like cells do. So cells when they see that the other fellow cells are hungry and they have some food, they automatically give their food to their fellow cells and are happy to die if they don't have food. That's compassion at cell level, which each one of us here and each one of us in the world has. So doing something for others is our basic nature. And I actually got to that point when my body was completely thrashed and my mind gone. My spirit level was telling me, just come out and start doing something for others. And the minute I started to walk, because I was bedridden for a long time, when I got up and I started walking, I couldn't speak for many years actually, because I had paralysis of everything that you can imagine. And I used to just keep thinking that when can I start? When can I start? When can I start doing something for others? And when I came out, I just started, I made a foundation and I started to work for it. I would very much like it if you go into aggarwalfoundation.org, check out what I'm doing. And a lot of it is basically based on the entire concept of union in yoga. But I'm also doing alternative yoga therapy, which has healed me. So there's something more that you could learn than just what you are doing right now. This is great. Asanas and all are great. But there's something a little more that you could do with yoga. So all the best. And thanks for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a very enlightening talk about the essence of yoga and how you overcame all the challenges. Since the time is running short, we'd like to hear some other time in detail. I request Professor Atul Srivastava sir to present a token of gratitude to Anu Aggarwal ji. We also have with us today Mr. Tushar Pradhan, who is Chief Investment Officer at HSBC Global Asset Management Company, Mumbai, overseeing a total corpus of $20 billion. He has been practicing the heartfulness meditation method for the past 17 years and is a spiritual trainer since 2007. He is keenly interested in spirituality and gives lectures and conducts seminars on the importance of leading a balanced life and the need for incorporating it in a spiritual practice in one's life. Sir, we are very grateful to have you amongst us. I request you to speak a few words on yoga and meditation.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here, and thank you very much, Anuji, sharing her personal experiences. I think this is very critical to the concept of yoga. We talk about yoga, and we did some yoga in the morning. That is what is known as Yogasana, which means doing something to ensure that our body becomes regulated, and then eventually leads to the regulation of mind. And then we finally entered a phase where we said it was a Savasana, where we absolutely got relaxed. And if I were to ask you a simple question, of the entire part, which did you like the most? Which was the most enjoyable? The last one, Savasana, right? And even more so when we were sitting in meditation after that, wasn't it really, really peaceful? So you have to understand that what Anuji spoke about, the union, this union of between what is my individual mind and the cosmic mind is what the aim of yoga is. But to get there, it's not easy, because I cannot just merge into that consciousness just because I wish so. What is the problem? My mind. And which is the problem with all of us today. So if you take stress, if you take your stress individually, the global stress around everything, that is the problem, that is the barrier, because we are unable to be one with what is around us. We always struggle. And yoga is a means to maintain that balance between what we are individually and what we have to do in life. So my introduction was that I manage a lot of money. And I'm sure if you've taken any money from anybody, before you give it back to that person, you know the kind of stress that you have. Now imagine $20 billion from somebody in my pocket right now. I'm supposed to be at work, by the way. So something is going right. I'm quite okay. I'm doing balanced meditation here and being quite relaxed about it. My experience is that the outer is a reflection of your inner. If you think your life is full of chaos, stress, and difficulty, there is some problem inside you. It is not outside. If you think the world is beautiful, it's a wonderful day, I go out and look at the sun and feel happy, there is something inside which is happy. It is not the outside. The sun is there every day. I don't notice it. I notice it only when I am happy, which means the focus of yoga is really not everything else, but it is what is me and what I am all about. I encourage all of you to study this a little bit more. It is worthwhile. It is something which will really help all of us individually to understand why we are here. Not here as in at this point, but on this earth, what are we doing? What is our purpose? I think it is a worthwhile question to ask. And yoga is clearly a start. I will tell you that the aim of every yogasana is eventually relaxation and meditation. Heartfulness meditation is a very easy way to start practicing what the goal of yogasana is. So it is actually short-circuiting you directly to the main point. As someone says, Ashtanga Yoga, which is an eightfold path to realization, starts with yama, niyama, and the third aspect is asana. Then it goes on to pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Which means there is an eightfold path to take you to samadhi, which is union. What at Heartfulness we try to teach is dhyana. So it starts at the seventh point. And the understanding is if you can meditate, you will automatically achieve all the 6 points below it. And if you can do that, you can achieve the next step from there. This is an experiment. I encourage all of you to see and taste whether that's possible. Is it possible at all? And I myself, as an example, I'm giving you that given all of the real world nature of our problems and what we have to do, can I do that doing what I am? Is the question to ask. Can I be a manager? Can I be an engineer? Can I be anybody? And I have to satisfy the needs of society. And can I yet be that? Is the question to ask. And the answer is yes. I believe in the last 20 years of my practice, I've been able to manage some part in understanding that these two things can be balanced. It's very, very necessary for us to find the means to get there. www.heartfulness.org, that's the website. Just have a look. There are trainers. We have actually come to IIT many times, experienced a lot of interest here and have been able to give this experience to people, what it feels like when you're in deep meditation. Just to give you a hint of it, how you felt when we were relaxing and in Savasana, a little bit, a minute of it. Can you imagine 30 minutes of it? The kind of relaxation and bliss that you can experience and the consciousness that will expand as a result is something for you to understand. I cannot explain it, I cannot talk about it till you experience it yourself. So we invite all of you to a program where we can share this experience with you, and we've done it with Yogastha before, and I hope we can work with you to open this up for everyone. I wish all of you a wonderful International Yoga Day. It should always be a start to something wonderful in the future. I thank all of you for having me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for letting us know how to connect the real world to the inner world and external and internal. I request Professor Atul Srivastava, sir, to please present a token of gratitude to Mr. Tushar Pradhan. I request Anish to please propose vote of thanks.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have enthusiastically assembled here to join in this event of the 5th celebration of the International Day of Yoga. It has been an absolutely wonderful session today, and it's really heartening to see such participation from everyone. On behalf of the entire IIT Bombay community, let me thank Anu Aggarwal ji and Mr. Tushar Pradhan for sharing their valuable time with us despite their very busy schedules. I thank all the dignitaries who came and were present, the Director, Professor Shubhashish Chowdhury, the Dean, Student Affairs, Professor Tapanendu Kundu, the Chairman Gymkhana, Professor Atul Srivastava, and the faculty member for Yogastha, Professor Neeraj Kumbhakarna, and all the esteemed faculty for their encouragement and participation in this event. I thank all the core team members, both past and present of Yogastha, and all the volunteers who have helped set up this wonderful venue for the Common Yoga Protocol today. Let me extend our gratitude to all staff of the Institute for assisting us in the smooth running of the event. And finally, let me thank each and every one of you for spending the morning here to join this event. So please have a round of applause for yourselves. And I look forward to see you soon. So thank you.